Hey everybody, what's going on? I created a little post-run recovery yoga for you. So it's about 20-25 minutes long to get your mobility, your stretch on after your workout. So I hope you enjoy. So come to all Thanks for checking it out. Fingers spread nice and wide. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Take a deep breath, drop your belly, look forward, open up the chest. Exhale, round your spine, pull the heart up, tuck your chin to your chest. Again, breathe in, drop your belly, lift your sit bones, lift your gaze, heart forward. Exhale, round it out, press your hands down. So give it a few more options to kind of shift side to side, roll through the head, the neck, like whatever you need here, just kind of coming down from that run. Working a little spine mobility here. Give it 2 more cycles of breath. Inhale, exhale, round it out. Again, deep breath in, drop your belly, pull your heart forward. Exhale, round chin to chest. And then come back to center, so nice neutral spine. Go ahead and just step your left foot out to the side. So bring it straight out, left foot flat to the floor, left toes face toward the top of your mat. So both hands are flat here. Just start to sink your hips back a little bit, feel it out. And then bring yourself forward, shoulders over wrists. Yeah, you'll start to feel that into the left leg, left hip. So just a little bit of rocking back and forth. So take it nice and slow. Keep your left foot firmly planted. And use your exhale to sink back. You might find a little more depth each time you sink back. And give it one more. And then bring yourself forward, so shoulders over wrists. So just curl your right toes under, get a little bit of stability there. Walk your hands in toward your body, and then just bring yourself all the way up. So left leg still out to the side. Take your left hand to your left leg. Inhale to reach your right arm straight up and overhead. Exhale, take a side stretch over to the left. So just glide your left hand down your left leg. Keep the barrel of your chest rolling up and open. Try not to collapse toward the ground. So really stay in that lateral plane of side stretch. Right palm faces down toward the mat. Reach for a deep breath in. And stay for your breath out. And inhale as you come back to center. Exhale, bring both hands down in front of you. Walk your way out, shoulders over wrists. Left knee meets the right. Come back to your tabletop pose. Drop your belly, lift your gaze, breathe in. Exhale, round your spine. And then come back to neutral. This time, step your right foot straight out to the side. Good. And so, again, just sinking a little bit back. And then bringing yourself forward. Flat of your right foot stays down. Right toes face forward. So you might find each time you get a little bit more out of the legs and the hips to sink back. Now, if you can really keep the knife edge of your foot firmly planted, you might even get a little stretch into the ankle. And so give it one more cycle of breath, pull forward, exhale, sink back. And then ease your way forward, coming back to neutral. Curl your left toes under just to stabilize behind you. Start to walk your hands in and come upright. So right hand finds your right leg. Inhale to sweep your left arm up. Exhale, side stretch over to the right. So just slide your right hand down. Again, notice where the left shoulder is. Pocket the shoulder blade back. Keep the heart up and open. Reach through your left hand. And take a deep breath right here. And exhale. And back to center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, both hands come in front of you. Walk your hands out. Back to your tabletop pose. Right knee meets the left. Drop your belly, lift your gaze, breathe in. Exhale, round your spine, curl your toes under, press back, downward facing dog. And so as you press back, bend into each knee, kind of sway the hips from side to side. And then ease your way to neutral, press firmly into your hands. And so pick your right foot up off of the mat, just hook your right foot behind your left calf, and then actively press your left heel down toward the mat. You can bend into the knee a little bit and let the heel lift. And then straighten the left leg and action the heel down. Keep rooting into your hands. And stay right here, breathe in. And breathe out. Return your right foot to the floor, downward facing. Now pick your left foot up, just hook behind your right calf. Actively press your right heel down into the mat. A little bend into the right knee, let the heel lift up. And then straighten the right leg, actively press the heel down. And hold for a deep breath in. And deep breath out. Go ahead and return your left foot to the mat, downward facing, inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, come high on your toes. Exhale, deep bend in your knees. Press your hips way back toward your heels and then walk your feet to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. All the way up to stand on your breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. So working a little balance here. Press into your right foot, lift your left knee up. So left knee comes to the height of your left hip. Flex your left foot. Draw your low ribs in so belly's engaged. Yeah, so just a little bit of foot and ankle stability here. Steady on your right foot. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Good. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, tuck your left knee behind the right. So as you tuck that knee, the right knee will bend, and then take your left toes way over to the right edge side of your mat. Come into a little bit of a lower seat. Now inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, side stretch over to the right. So catch your left wrist with your right hand and pull over. So as you tug your left wrist over, press down into your left sit bone. You'll start to feel that space as the rib cage comes away from the hip. You want to breathe into that space. And use your next inhale to come back to center, so left knee comes out in front, both arms are reaching. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, cross your left ankle over your right knee, and then sit your hips back. So like the same way you cross your legs when you read the newspaper. Now bring your left hand to the inside of your left knee, right hand to your left foot. Sit a little bit lower, and then use your left hand to just gently press into the inside of that left knee. Yeah, you'll start to feel that in the outer left leg, back into your left glute. Stay right here, breathe in, and breathe out. And inhale, slowly come back up, left knee lifts, both arms reach. Exhale, bend your right knee, step your way back into a lunge. So land your left toes to the mat and then lower your left knee. Relax your left foot. Both hands frame your right foot. Just ease your way forward so the knee will actually drift ahead of the right ankle. So normally it's ankle over knee, or knee over ankle. So let that right knee drift forward and really feel the front of the left hip flexor stretch. So ease your way forward, keep along spine, shoulders back. And then slowly start to shift back. So your right leg straightens, hips are coming back toward your left heel, lift your right toes. So right foot is flexed coming toward your body. Walk your hands back so they're framing your right leg. Again, long spine as you ease into a fold forward. You'll start to feel that in the back of the right leg, right hamstring. And slowly walk yourself forward, bend your right knee, plant your right foot. Now bring your right hand inside your right foot, walk your right foot out a little bit wider. So left palm stays flat to the mat. Inhale as you reach your right arm up. So a little rotation, heart coming toward the inside of your right knee. And take a big breath in to reach and open. As you exhale, bring your right elbow just inside your right toes, tap to the mat. Inhale as you lift and stretch. Exhale, bring the elbow down. One more, inhale, lift and open. Exhale, elbow taps just inside your right foot. And inhale, lift and open. And exhale, right hand comes back to the mat. Heel toe your right foot back to center. Again, shift your hips back one more time, straighten the right leg. This time both hands come outside of your right leg, so walk your hands off to the right. A little bit of a twist, so press out into your left hip, like just let it sway out to the side as you turn a little bit more to the right. And slowly ease your way back to center. Both hands come inside your right leg this time. Plant your right foot, curl your left toes under, and then pivot to the left. Come to the long edge side of your mat for a side lunge. So hands stay to the mat here. Sink your hips back as far as you comfortably can. So if your left heel starts to pick up off of the mat, bring your hips a little bit higher. Use your hands to support you. Yeah, and so you might come up and out of it. Sink back in. And then slowly walk your way back to the top of your mat. Find your lunge. Step your left foot up to meet the right forward fold. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. And then all the way up to stand, big breath. Exhale, hands to heart. So root into your left foot this time. Lift your right knee up. So knee to the height of your right hip. Belly's pulled in, rib cage is secure here. Flex your right foot. Stay right here, breathe in. And breathe out. Again, deep breath. As you exhale, right knee tucks behind the left. Find a little bend into your left knee. And then drop your right toes way over to the left edge side of your mat. Stay nice and low in your seat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take your side stretch to the left. Keep pressing down into your right sit bone. Splay the right side ribs open. Reach across through your right hand. And inhale as you slowly come back to center. Right knee lifts up. Exhale, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Hands pass through heart center as you sit back. So that same depth in your seat. Now left hand to your right foot. Right hand to the inside of your right knee. Create just that little bit of pressure with your right palm. Yeah, stay low in your seat and open up through the right hip. And then your next inhale, slowly lift up, right knee comes forward. Exhale, slowly step your way back to create a lunge. Right toes land first, then lower your right knee down, relax your right foot. Both hands come down to frame your left foot. Let your knee drift ahead of your left ankle. Really open up through the front of the right hip flexor. Glide the shoulders back, keep a long spine. And deep breath in. Nice easy breath out. And slowly start to shift the hips back. So hips coming towards your right heel as you straighten your left leg. Left heel stays down. Left foot is flexed, so toes are coming towards you. And ease your way forward. So plant your left foot. Then widen your left foot. So left hand comes inside the foot as you take it a little bit further out to the left. Right hand to the mat. Inhale as you reach your left arm up and open. So heart coming toward the inside of your left knee. Reach up, take a deep breath. Exhale, tap your left elbow inside your left toes. Inhale, reach up and open. Exhale, elbow inside your left foot. One more, inhale, reach and open. Exhale, bring the elbow down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left hand finds the mat. Heel toe your left foot back to center. Shift back a second time, so left leg straightens. This time, walk both hands outside of your left foot, left leg. Sway your right hip out to the side, like press into that hip capsule. Let yourself twist and rotate to the left. And slowly walk yourself back to center. Come into that front knee, lift your back knee, walk your hands to the right, and come to that side lunge. So right foot flat, left heel down, left toes coming towards you. Again, if you notice that right heel start to pick up, come a little bit higher into your hips. You could use your hands to stabilize. You might find a little float up and down in your side lunge. And then start to walk yourself forward to the top of your mat. Create your lunge. Step your right foot up to meet the left forward fold. Come all the way up to stand, deep breath. Exhale, fold over your legs, come all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Go ahead and step your way back to downward facing dog. And then just take a deep breath right here. Exhale, clear it out. Go ahead and soften your knees down to the mat. So as you bring your knees down, keep your toes curled under, sit your hips back to your heels. So as you have your toes curled under and your hips sitting back, reach down and just pay attention, kind of give that pinky toe some space on each side. So make sure it's not too crunched under. And so hips to heels, toes curled under, just let your hands rest on your legs. We're stretching into the bottoms of the feet. So keep your shoulders relaxed, let go of any tension anywhere else in your body. We're gonna hold here for about 10 breaths. So soften your eyes to a close. As you spend a few breaths here, you might just find some gratitude for the distances that your feet have carried you, even the way that they support you from day to day, and walking from one activity to the next. And keep your weight sitting back. Just a few more breaths here. Allow the sensation to intensify. It's just temporary. We're getting there. Just a couple more breaths. And one more deep breath in here. Fill up. Exhale, clear it out. Go ahead and ease your way forward. Plant your hands out in front of you. Slowly uncurl the toes. And then just pitter-patter the tops of your feet on the mat. Let that flush through. And then tops of your feet stay connected to the mat. Sit your hips back once more. And now sweep your hands back behind your toes. And then lift your knees to any degree. So you'll feel that stretch through the tops of your feet, the fronts of your ankles. So you might walk your hands back a little bit more as you lift the knees up. So just hold here, give it 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. 1 more deep breath. And exhale, slowly return your shins and your knees back to the mat. Just shift your hips off to one side, swing your legs around. Stretch your right leg long out in front of you, bring your left foot into your right thigh. Let your sit bones be even underneath you as you create your seat. Flex your right foot and then rotate your chest toward your right toes. So if we stay straight ahead, it's kind of inside the arch of the foot. So bring your heart toward your right toes. Inhale as you reach both arms to the sky. As you exhale, let that hinge happen at your hips. Keep your spine long, chest forward, maintain that length, and then let your arms relax, drop your head. So if you can, forehead to the shin, or even slightly outside of your right leg. Keep pressing back through both sit bones. Draw your left hip crease back. And inhale as you slowly come up from your fold. Switch, left leg goes long, right foot comes in. Readjust your seat so you're nice and even. Left foot flex, toes coming towards you. Angle the heart towards your left foot. Big breath in to stretch up. Keep your length, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart. Now relax your arms, let your forehead find your shin. And slowly ease your way up from your fold. Now bringing the soles of your feet together. So feet together, knees come out wide. So the closer you bring your heels to your body, the deeper the stretch is gonna be. So start to walk your feet out if it's a little too much. Just kind of find that distance that feels really good for you. And so wherever you land, hands to the ankles or shins, you might interlace around the feet. So wherever you're at, the knees are wide, spine is tall. Keep that length as you hinge forward. So I like to leverage my arms and my elbows into my legs to kind of press the knees a little further out, and you'll feel that into the hips. And as you come forward, you'll stretch into the low back. So just kind of see where you want to land. Meet your body where that boundary is. Give it a couple of breaths. And one more full cycle here. Inhale. Exhale. You might get just a little more depth in your fold for that last breath out. And then ease your way back up. Take your legs nice and wide, seated straddle. So again, adjust your seat so your sit bones are even. Flex your feet, keep your legs active. Now just bring your arms out to the sides. So like palms wide, arms out, elbows tucked to your side ribs, tall spine, deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward, actively press your heels down into the mat as you hinge. Yeah, this is more of an active stretch, so feel for that. Take a deep breath. Hold right here for your exhale. Inhale as you come upright. Again, exhale, hinge forward. Actively press your heels down, pause, take a deep breath. Now as you exhale, release your hands, your arms down to the mat. Relax your legs, soften into your fold. And inhale as you come back up. Bring the legs together. Come onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. And press your spine down. Take a little movement from right to left. And arms out wide, palms down. Keep your shoulders anchored to the mat. Drop your legs over to the right. Come into a twist. Let your legs rest on the ground. So keep your knees in line with your hips. Try to avoid hugging your knees close to your chest. You kind of want to maintain that 90-degree hip hinge here and then 90-degree bend at the knees. And you can use your right hand to kind of keep the legs anchored and stable. Walk your eyes over to your left hand. And inhale as you bring the legs through center, stretch your right arm out. Exhale, take your legs over to the left. Again, knees not coming close to the chest. You want to protect your low back. Keep your knees in line with your hips. Left hand can support the legs staying grounded here. Right shoulder stays down. Walk your eyes over to your right hand. gently release. Return your legs to center. You can keep your arms stretched out to the sides. Legs are gonna come straight up, so feet toward the ceiling. Full length of your spine stays connected to the mat. So if you need a little more through the feet and the ankles, you can kind of point a flex, roll through a few times, take them in circles in one direction and then the other. And then we'll ultimately just meet in stillness. So you can keep your feet relaxed. Just a couple breaths here to let the legs flush out. And slowly bend the knees, hug back into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, bring it all in. And then rock and roll your way up to seated. And you're all set. Thanks so much for joining me for your runner stretch. We'll see you soon.